Hello, you're watching Analog Future. This is the XTEINK X4 32GB device found on AliExpress for around 50 GBP. This is Jack from Analog Future, and you're watching Gadget Verdict. Welcome to Gadget Verdict. This is the XTEINK pocket-sized e-reader. It has an exceptionally high resolution e-ink screen for the price, which is why I took the chance on ordering this in July 2025. Oh, it's quite sleek actually. Fits nicely in your hand. Is there anything in the box? This is quite a decent box. There's a little foam and this little box which contains a screen protector, quick start guide, and explains the functionality of the device in Chinese. This is a different guide, maybe some sort of warranty or some sort of other guide for setting up the device. Then there's also these two magnetic rings. These are for use similar to MagSafe accessories on an iPhone. You could put the ring inside your phone case and attach the other to the device so that they will magnetize to each other. You can see an example of what this would look like on the screen now. All that's left to look at in the box is the device itself. It is very nice and sleek with a metal feeling premium construction. The left hand side is the business end of the device. You have a USB port and a lanyard port. At the bottom, you have nothing. On the right side, at the top, we have a power button. Just below, page turn buttons. These aren't volume buttons. Just below that, you have a recessed screen reset button. Finally, at the bottom of the left side, we have the MicroSD card port, which the SD card simply presses into, and you press it in with something thin and strong to pop it out. So the screen protector is seemingly not matte like most people would want, but it's there if you want to protect your screen at least. But the screen itself without is just a little reflective, but is a very high resolution for the price. Anyway, to complete the overview of the hardware, dominating the device's front, we have an 800 pixels by 480 pixel resolution screen. This screen is an e-ink panel and it is gorgeous and laminated. Very little gap between the front panel. This is probably because it's already on. As the device doesn't have a backlight or a touchscreen. This allows for the panel to be laminated more tightly, which is an aesthetically pleasing design choice. Below the screen, we have a set of 4 buttons. At first glance, you would probably think there are only 2 buttons. Each button has functionality on either side. The functionality of the buttons is detailed here in Chinese. I'll translate it. The left front button's left button is the back button. The left front button's right button is the OK button. The right front button's left button is the down or page turn button. The right front button's right button is the up or previous page turn button. I think it runs Linux or some sort of in-house OS, so you won't be able to run any non-pre-installed app. The device doesn't run Android. You could potentially modify it yourself, but also nowadays, it's nice to know your device is not being tracked by constant Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and surveillance software monitoring that is found so commonly on new devices today. But that also means you trade in a lot of the conveniences that come alongside, such as labyrinthian apps that could be operating systems. Avoiding these could be what you are looking for, however. Maybe you were thinking of a Bucks Palmer or similar Android phones, but couldn't justify the price. In which case, the XTEINK X4 could be the perfect device for you. Check it out in the link in the description. The device is just updating now that I've connected it to Wi-Fi. Okay, so now it's updated to version 1.7x. Since August, when I shot this initial video, there has been a further set of updates to 2x software version. It is important to note that this device does not currently support PDF, and before the latest update, it could not display images outside of the lock screen. Now it can display them in the file browser, but not render them within a book. The device best supports EPUB files, usually ones that are primarily text. You can use an open source software such as Calibre to convert your files, so don't worry about that. Now we're just going to deep dive for some of you and see how this device handles fonts, dark mode, and how versatile its connectivity options are. It has 2 font sizes pre-installed. There are 13 lines of text on the medium font, and there are 17 lines of text on the small font, with around 4 to 5 words per line. It seems that you can import external fonts and set the device to read them. I will have to try that at some point, but for now, we will just stick to the default fonts for this impressions video. In the package, there was an included MicroSD card USB EPUB Reader, despite the built-in USB-C port supporting file transfer anyway. Very nice thing to include. Thank you XTEINK. The dark mode is convenient and consistent, and along with the aforementioned wired USB-C and USB-A dongle options included, I had a multitude of options for when it came to updating the library on the device. This also has multiple Wi-Fi options for file transfer, from the device running as a server, which you can visit on your phone or computer and upload files like on any other web page to the device. It can also run using the device directly while hosting its own Wi-Fi network, so even if you don't have a connection, you can always find a way to add files to the device. It does have a really high resolution for a device of this size. It renders text and images well when it wants to, the ability to read in any direction, and although it doesn't have a backlight, the lamination makes more than up for it in my opinion. You've been watching Analog Future. This video was not sponsored in any way and is my own opinions about the product. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Analog Future channel.